A lot of black women do not value men. A lot of women,
Exactly.
period, in America don't value men.
Hey, what up? This your boy, the Solo Traveler ORD. I am back. Back here on YouTube creating content again. I know it's been a minute, but of course for all you guys that know the reason why, because I guess I'll give you guys a little breakdown of what happened. So basically for the past 6 months, well, first 6 months of the year, YouTube kind of been restricting my content, as well as basically found a way to basically demonetize my channel. So because of that, that's the reason why I actually stopped making videos, because I'm like, wait a minute, if you're going to demonetize my channel and still make money off of me if I put up videos, it's no bueno. I'm not gonna participate in that. So for that reason, that's why I took a hiatus for 3 months, stopped making videos, uploading them here on YouTube. And of course, I took my my health during this time. My health very serious, so I got my health back in order, you know, and spend time with the family. So, but now that I can actually make money off of YouTube again, now that I'm monetized all over again, I am back. So, and a lot has happened since I've been away, such as I've seen, you know, balloons being popped around and women saying that they're tired of feminism and that they're willing to change, and just a whole bunch of things. And of course, recently what has happened is basically the Turkish German woman, basically she went viral recently, and I wanted to make a video, not a response, but a review on her video, and also talk about the other women that actually jumped in and had stuff to say. So she actually had some supporters, and of course there was a lot of people that was against her of all the stuff that she said. So let's go ahead and jump into this video and see what's up. So the first video is going to be about basically on what she said, and then we're going to check out the next 2 videos of her supporters, and the last video will be about someone who disagreed with her. So let's check it out.
I already knew I had him because there was simply no competition out there for me. But let's just look at it objectively. You had this average Black American guy who now was able to choose between what he was dealing with before and somebody completely new. And let me tell you, the moment I stepped into that man's life, he really didn't know how to deal with my femininity, because I was not loud. I was not screaming. I was not trying to, you know, be louder than him. I didn't interrupt him, because that's not something that I learned from home.
You know, one of the reasons why a lot of women were upset with her statements, because she's acting good towards a regular man. And that is what they're upset about. They're upset because they believe, most of these women, they believe that men have no value, especially regular men. So that is why they're already upset. If you see some of the comments relating to this, a lot of them are saying, oh, he's just a regular man that she's doing all this for. You know, congratulations on that regular man. So it's like they're degrading the whole situation because they have no respect for men.
If somebody would speak, and especially a man, you would let that man speak, and then you would listen and then say whatever you have to say, right? So I was clean. I cooked. He didn't know what it was when a woman is actually in the room asking him, like, do you want something to drink? Before I got myself something to drink. Do you want something to eat? Before I started to eat my food, I would ask him, do you want to have a bite? I would come out of nowhere and just have a fruit bowl and just offer him some fruit. He didn't know none of this.
And that's why they're upset. These regular women or below average women are upset at that. She's treating him like a king. And they don't like that. That goes against the sisterhood. That goes against what they've been taught. So this is why they are like, yo, this ain't right. She shouldn't be doing this for a regular brother, for a regular man at that. And they're like, yo, this is only for top tier men, but it's supposed to be for every man, no matter what. If he's on business, taking care of everything, every man deserves the same respect, no matter what. Blue collar, white collar, whatever you could think of. We all should have respect.
So my husband, back then boyfriend, really thought this was a dream come true. He didn't know how to deal with none of this, because all this me coming through, just being nurturing by nature, his peoples and his family didn't even do that for him. You know, like the family, there is no family unit. The average family, especially Black American family, has barely a family unit. You know, there is no breakfast, lunch, and dinner at set times. And these are things that I introduced my husband to.
I understand where she's going with that, because I know a lot of people had a lot to say on that. Here's the thing, what she's trying to say is that a lot of men are not being served, they're not receiving food or dinner, basically breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, you'd be lucky if a woman would to basically cook you breakfast in the morning before you go to work. And I understand that there's situations such as if you're in a 50-50 relationship where both of you guys got to go to work and so forth, I can understand how that can be. However, but if he is, you know, taking care of business, you don't have to work full time. What is wrong with you making a meal, plan a meal, you know, a meal prep for him, for when, you know, breakfast and lunch when he's there, instead of wasting money, as well as when you come home getting served dinner. Nothing wrong with that.
My family. Can you imagine that impact that I had on him back then?
Big impact.
So gentlemen, do not be afraid of traveling. There are so many more women out there who are willing to take care
That's
of
right.
you. It doesn't matter if they're young, it doesn't matter if they're older. They are willing to take care of you, willing to work with you, willing to be a part of your life. You don't have to deal with whatever you are dealing with back in your hometown, because unfortunately a lot of American women are lost in the delusional world that they are living in, and they don't even understand that they are going to be lonely for a long time, if not for the rest of their life. They say by choice, but I don't believe them.
Yeah, here's the thing. A lot of it is not by choice. A lot of it is because they don't qualify for a regular average man, and they think that they should receive like more than above. They believe they should get the cream of the crop, like I've said before, but they don't qualify for it. You know, no man, high value man or whatever really wants these regular average women. I mean, it's nice to hit and move, but to like be in relationships and take care of them and so forth, it ain't gonna happen. And so a lot of these women, they need to drop their high standards and just get in line with basically how things been for years before now. This is just delusion. Let's move on to the next video. So we have a sister here who actually agrees with what survey has to say. She says, the German woman says, black women are no competition. Oh, see what she got to say.
That German woman did not lie when she was talking about us black women. She ain't lie at all. I seen a lot of people, they was mad. Like, they was mad at her. And it's like, why are you mad? If you're mad, that means there's some things you need to correct in yourself. Hey, I even took one little thing that she said. I was like, I do need to eat that up right there, because I don't be doing that. But everything else, I be doing for my man, period. 10 toes down, I do those things. But a lot of black women do not value men. A lot of women, period, in America don't value men.
That is true, and that is the biggest issue that's going on. This is why we have a lot of passport bros are leaving the United States, and this is why, you know, a lot of men, they don't want to come back, because they see that as they leave the United States and go to different countries, women are different. They value you. They value your time. They actually respect it. The problem is in the Western culture is that is basically ingrained to disrespect men, that men are morons, that men are not to be respected. And this is why a lot of these women have the thinking that they have. And they basically look at men as being basically just a walking ATM, a walking wallet. That's what they have basically put us to be. So this is why, like I said, men are traveling, men are living their life. It's hard for them to come back because, yo, they're getting respect. They're seeing their value. You know, they're having a good time. Not only are they dealing with fine women, you know, but they're also dealing with someone who actually respect them. And that's the most important thing.
And that's the problem. We don't value men, and we can't keep making the excuse of, oh, my upbringing, I was brought up like this or like that, and that's why X, Y, and Z. You know, because the German lady in the video, she said she was brought up with those morals of valuing men, so she did just that. But hey, I didn't grow up like her, okay? I grew up like pretty much every normal black woman in America. That's how I grew up. But I did not learn. I took the good from my parents and from my mom, and then I threw away the bad. And I was like, okay, obviously there's some changes that I need to do for myself. And that's what a lot of us need to do. A lot of us don't be wanting to do that. But that German lady, she ain't lie. She did not say anything false about us black women. We need to get it together. Like, and with my man, we have talked sometimes, and sometimes he talks about like the previous relationships that he was in, and how the basic stuff that I feel like is basic that I do for him, he's like, I've never had that happen to me. Like, I've never had a woman ever care for me like that or do this X, Y, and Z. And I'm just like, these are normal things that should be done. Like, us women need to step it up. Like, if you want to be in a committed relationship via marriage, you want to be married to a good man, you have to treat him right, and you have to be a respectable woman to honor a man. And
it's interesting that she said that. I want to stop here. I hate to stop, keep stopping this, whatever. But basically, what you always see on social media, a lot of women running around saying men need to step up. Men need to step up. No, women need to step up at this point. Men have been stepping up. Men have been carrying the load. They've been doing what they're supposed to do. Don't be mad, because if you're dealing with low level men, that's on you. That's what you're dealing with. Maybe that's what you're supposed to be with, because maybe if you have more, because if you have like 2 or 3 kids, 4 kids, yeah, that's what it is for you. That's the value that you have out there in the marketplace, those type of men. But of course, you don't hear that from women, who are basically high value type of women that men are seeking after. You don't hear them run around saying that men have to step up and so forth. But let's keep it moving.
to respect a man. Like, a lot of us in America do not value men. We don't. In America, we do not value men. Other countries, other women in other countries, they know how to value men. They know how to respect them. And that's what we need to come back to in America. Like, we be flunking at that. And then y'all be mad when black men go outside of the race and get with someone who values them.
Be talking
Thank
crazy.
God that my man, I was able to be in his life for him to find me, because he would have probably went somewhere else too, because there's not a lot of us black women in our community that can care for our black men the right way. And some people may say, like, that's sus what I just said right there, but if you want to be married, you gotta like respect your husband. You gotta respect the man. You gotta value that man at some point in time. Like, before, like, not at some point in time, but you have to value that man. Like, you got to get that in your head to value masculinity. And a lot of women don't want to value masculinity. They do not like it. They prefer feminine men, like, to be honest. But the German lady, she didn't lie not one bit. She ain't lied not one bit, and it's eating people up. It's eating them up. But hey, I love to see it. Anything that comes out that is someone speaking truth and it's making us mad, just think, if it's making you mad and it's ruffling your feathers, it's probably something you need to self-reflect on with yourself. So, yeah, we got to get it together. There's going to be a lot of African-American women not married because we do not want to listen. We do not want to obtain the knowledge that's being given out. Like, it's going to be a lot of people unmarried, and they're going to pretend like they don't want to be married, but the older they get, it'll start to bleed out. Like, I really did want to get married, and now I'm 50, and I really did X, Y, and Z. Sure. And if you in the comments and you say otherwise, just leave the comments to yourself, okay? But yeah.
Exactly. Gotta give it up to that one sister, yo. She spoke a lot of truth. It's sad that, that you gotta get this one person to speak truth, and I'm sure that she probably got a lot of hate for that, for speaking truth and for, telling them what it is. A lot of these platforms actually will censor you for doing that. This is kind of sad how it is in this reality. But let's move on to the next video. So because of the limited amount of time I have, I'm going to play this woman who I actually disagree with her. And I might make a part 2 video of other women supporting what the Turkish German lady has to say. Let's go ahead and check this out.
So I'm watching that video with that German girl talking and comparing herself and talking about competition when it comes to black women and black men. And I just want to know what was the reason, sis? Like, what the fuck was the reason?
Don't be mad.
Who are you in competition with? Because I don't see any videos made by any black woman thinking about you. We fucking mind our business, literally. We are over here minding our business and worrying about what we need to do either for ourselves or for our motherfucking community. And y'all are always attacking black women.
Community right now is basically garbage. I hate to say that. It is what it is. But if she knew anything about her, she would know that what she does is she's actually trying to help out other men, American men, to find women. you know, we need to find partners to live a happy life with. And because of the fact that she's upset about one thing that was clipped and it was, you know, spreading or whatever, you know, these women, they like to take it, you know, take that one thing and run with it and think that is all about that one thing. And they never dig deeper at all. Let's keep it moving.
Our names stay in your mouth. Where the fuck was your black husband at to stop you from pressing that motherfucking record button? He's speaking on situations and family dynamics that you know nothing about.
Hold on, I gotta stop it right there because there is so many black women for the past 2 years that have been talking a lot of trash, a lot of shit to foreign women. And now she wants to sit here. They love to do this, play the victim, you know, because they see one person talking about what's going on, but they will ignore all the years or all the videos they've been talking shit. But let's proceed.
There was this video on this here app, and the young lady was saying how being a black woman is very traumatizing. It's a very traumatic experience, even though, you know, we love being black women. And I agree, because unprovoked and without harassment, we get attacked for no fucking reason. Bruh. Certain black men and the retarded bitches that love them keep our names in their fucking mouths.
Playing the victim.
And she's sitting there talking about competition where there is none.
Yeah, there is none.
And that's something that we both can agree on.
Nobody
give a fuck about you or that black man that took his ass to motherfucking Germany to find your retarded ass.
That is a good example of one of the women that actually lost. First off, looking at the video, you can see that she's a little on the heavy side. That's number one. So, you know, you can see the attitude that she has. So those are two negative that men don't want from her, you know, from that type of woman. So I can see why she's upset. It is what it is, but hey, you know, you're just gonna have to accept it. But she's not gonna accept it, and she's gonna keep blaming men, blaming everybody else for her problems. But it is what it is. So, thanks so much for being with me, for supporting the channel. I'd like to thank you all. I'm back again. Like I said, I am back. Let's go ahead and celebrate this. And you guys should start seeing more videos coming out from me of what's going on. So it's your boy, Solo Traveler ORD. Thanks again for checking out this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out.